Hello, hello. Welcome to Crazy E Games. We're back in Genshin Impact for more story. The Archon quest has finally come out, another part of it. And yeah, we're going to be playing this today. It's called Bedtime Story. After listening to the Bedtime Story that day, you mean that night, right? Unless you go to bed during the day. All the Healy Churls had a dream, and all of them, every single one of them, even the ones that you've killed. The young souls waved goodbye, and the people and the sun slept together warmly. Bedtime stories, or Bedtime Story, Archon Quest Chapter 4, Act 6, Cold Case Commission. Go to Sumeru's Adventurers Guild and talk to Catherine. You arrive at the Adventurers Guild in Sumeru for some reason. I don't know why. We were in Fontaine, so what's the reason for going back to Sumeru? Is there like some connection to Conrea here or something? I don't remember. Catherine seems to have a very tricky commission for your docket. All right, let's do it. I already were tracking it, so yeah, let's talk to Catherine. Hey, Catherine, how are you doing?
Perfect. It's you two.
It's us two.
I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
I've never heard of that classification before. But sure, we're happy to take this on. Which Archon do you need us to deal with today?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Oh no, that entails a lot of stuff depending on who the missing person is.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
That's us.
Well, that's us for sure.
That'll get you everywhere with Paimon, but I can't guarantee we'll be able to complete it either.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot.
Sure.
If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Who's the commissioner?
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing.
Oh no, is that a kid? Has he been taken by the Aranara? Actually, no, the Aranara bring them home, right? They get lost, and then they meet the Aranara, and then Aranara saves them.
But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
Is he handsome?
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name?
I don't know, Paimon. Do you know everyone in your village?
If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out. In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
All right then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing. We made it to Vimara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Okay, Paimon. Hey, Bahram. Bram?
Hello there.
Bahram?
You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, No, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vermara Village.
Ah, so you hear about that then? You're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
So those 3 questions are a no-go then. Is there anything else you can
I
tell
know
us?
it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of it. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise.
Could it be the other gold Nara?
There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Is he talking about our brother? And if that's the case, if you were Aether, would they be calling this person like a she the entire
Could
time?
he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. Alright, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
So this person was absolutely no help and added nothing to our information at all. I guess he's supposed to hammer home the point that nobody knows who he is or who the missing person is, but I feel like that's just fat they could have cut out.
Is that guests I hear?
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others.
Dang. He's an escort of some
He would
kind?
often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Well, Traveler, what do you think?
There's probably more to this case than meets the eye. A lot of things are not adding up.
Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
What? No way. Are you saying someone else went to Irminsul and deleted someone? I would say it's more like he's somebody who only existed in people's memories.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like what happened with Greater Lord Rugadevada? Like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Yep, that's
You're
us.
here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, that's us.
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
We have to what now? I'm sure we'll track him down. We'll certainly try our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
You're not gonna lead us into a place where you can harvest our organs, are you? Go to the place indicated by Atosa. Is it close by? It is close enough to walk. Out of the way. It's a tree.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
I think I get what you mean. That's what family's for.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that, a family member that I could talk to no matter what. But now, I have a lot of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out.
Aww.
Like Paimon.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
You helped us understand him better.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always the same time of day, and then time never seemed to pass, ... Was it in a dream? Based on what we've learned, this is definitely not a regular missing persons case. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery. Paimon.
Hey, look at those hilichurls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? ... The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Kick him in the nuts. Why did that entire skill not have any effect? Why did that not take out his shields? Why are shields in this game so dumb to play against?
Everybody stand back! Get out of here! Out of the way!
Oh, I wanted you to hit the other people.
Roll! Make yourselves at home! Don't be scared. The night is cold.
The shields in this game just not fun. They just make things become like so health spongy.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
Like if I used a hydro attack on a fire shield, it should just destroy it like immediately. Maybe if you use like Dendro or something, maybe it's not as effective. But even like Cryo and Electro should at least still do some better chunks of damage. But like at this, like me using Hydro on that fire shield, it took an entire held down Lumine elemental skill, and it barely got to the end of that shield. It like couldn't even take out the entire shield. It was really dumb. And our shields like not only has a hit limit, which they don't show how much you have. There's a time limit on your shield. Not only can it go away by it getting destroyed, it can also go away just by it running out of time, and it just goes away, which is dumb. But for whatever reason, all the enemies have like these sick shields that like take forever to get rid of, and it just like bugs me so much that that's like a thing you had to deal with in this game.
It was no trouble.
The question we should be asking now is, what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the healing trolls around Vilmara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vilmara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Okay.
Wait
I think that was a
second.
quest complete.
The person... It's Dainslev!
What? No way. He comes out of nowhere all the time.
It's you two.
Yeah, it's us too.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Okay.
See you later, Atosa!
Bye bye. She just stands there for a second.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on their tail, but I'll admit, we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse,
Expelled.
their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The
Sure.
best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
If I remember correctly, this is Yuri Lowenthal's voice, right? Like for Spider-Man. I don't recognize it. Or it's not, at least it's not similar to Spider-Man's. Well, let's see what's more we can learn from the villagers. And after that, you also owe us many answers.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you.
I don't remember him being so thin. I thought he was like more muscular for some reason. Maybe his cape just gave me that impression.
Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
You return to Vimara village to gather intel based on something I can't read because they can never time those black screens properly.
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village.
Yep.
Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly trail activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Well then, how about the intel you promised me?
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I want to have faith in him.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
So what now?
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
What?
Your brother?
What happened between the two of you? What really happened in Conra here?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Canria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter,
Ooh.
the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
Rheindoter is the creator of Albedo, right?
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Why is everything all wavy?
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master.
Skirk's master? Skirk just came out of nowhere, like in the Fontaine storyline. Saying, oh, so you're fighting a giant whale. Giant whale comes out because he likes to eat Fontaine people for some reason. And Fontaine people are very delicious at the moment.
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vetafolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow, everything is connected. Dun dun dun. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruin in Fontaine, the ones that outline Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely Vitafolnir's doing as well.
They were once people of great esteem in Canria, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. The 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world.
Zawarudo.
So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
And then, my sibling came in contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
My brother came in contact with your brother. It makes us, siblings. Wait, that's not how it works. It must be hard to talk about all this, but thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched.
It's nice to know that he's had his eye on the prize. We've just been dicking around. We've been exploring undersea world and ruins. We've been trying to fix tea leaves for people, for an area that had good tea leaves. We've been playing around with weird, this weird like tower defense game thing. We've just did a bunch of weird stuff that doesn't have anything to do with anything. That's how we've been spending our time. We've been playing hide and seek, but this time it was Dead by Daylight hide and seek instead. I'm just trying to think of all the events that we've been having. We've been playing instruments. Paimon and Ito had like a rap battle of some kind. Well, it wasn't a rap battle. Like it was a soft rock battle or something. And we were hanging out with our friends. We made a bunch of new friends and put our noses in their business. And yeah, we haven't really tried all that hard to find our friend or find our brother.
By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
That was like years ago.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
Oh, everything's related to ley lines.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
And one of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village, the person who seems to exist only in people's memories, could it be connected?
Memories, ley lines, the Loom of Fate. a missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Okay, I don't know why distance away from this place would matter. Unless you think of a specific area. Dun 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 or dun 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 do 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 do.
Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
My head's a mess. I didn't sleep well either.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Oh, he's all the way over there. How nice. Get out of here, kid.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
He's like, I'm just looking at that pretty lady over there.
Did something happen?
What's wrong, Dan?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Everyone says he's very nice,
Oh,
but they don't know what his name or how he looks like.
young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
They're talking about me.
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Him?
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
Oh no, someone's feeding them false memories.
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
What? Well, what exactly do you, quote, remember, unquote, question mark?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
Exclamation mark, question mark?
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
How is that even possible?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe
Are they messing with
never knew
Urban
him at
Soul?
all.
Instead of like deleting data out of Urban Soul, they're just like have the ability to alter it.
But why would he do something like that?
Because they're weird.
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Is the eye still safe? What if that memory is real?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh no, that's how they get us.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
But what if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone is in our tail, aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place, to force Dane to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might already have a plan. Lead the way, Dane.
Of course.
So you go to like a fake place first to see if anyone jumps you. Aha! I got him. You thought you were able to trick me into revealing the location. But I tricked you into revealing your location, which is now in our location. Ha ha ha! Sure, this one. We're going to the Chasm?
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Ahaha! This is not
Traveler,
where I've hid it.
Wait.
Oh no, my head, it fall down.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Was that what was Dane gonna tell us just now? Tell me just now. What was Dane gonna tell me just now?
Hey, wait up!
Paimon! I wonder when Dane's leaves gonna be a playable character. I mean, we've already had characters that don't really have visions that are playable, like the Archons. Place of Revelation. Place of Revelation, recommend level 90. Dane brings you to where he hid the eye before. As you continue onward, the answer will soon be revealed, but when you step within, there seems to be something strange going on with Dane. Possible recommended elements, possible rewards, no rewards. Start. Ooh, the chasm. Am I gonna pull up my light stick? Light rock? Glowing rock? Hope not. We've made it. I feel like we've been here before. Oh, there's mushrooms down here, which requires death.
Cole, mine's the command. My guiding stuff. The Temple of Wisdom.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Everyone hold it. Water jet.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Okay, there's a bunch of things there, like the seals. You? Are you? Wait, why did I get health there? Is it because I ate food? Bloop. Oh no, it's a robot.
Cole, mine's the command. The night. Wipe out.
You can't even like critically hit aim at like weak spots and stuff. It's so lame. Why did they make hydrolumine so much?
I'm going in. Let's light it up.
No, a floor just opened up. And the light just turned on. No chests? I'm gonna be really mad if I missed a chest. Whoa. Hello.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Rotate device? Oh my god. Okay, we'll do this. 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 Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Destination is just up ahead. There's a thing here. Don't look at it. Okay, what else is here? Ooh, a door of resurrection. We don't see those all that often nowadays. Is there bad guys here? Dainschlef.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
Whoa, is this guy new?
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Stars, shine for me. The night is sharing my knowledge.
This guy keep hitting him with Bennett. I think I also have fire sword when I'm standing in this, right? Fire sword! Fire!
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Ah! Oh no, chromatic aberrations.
Jane? What's wrong?
His head's gonna explode.
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Leave you here on your own? Will you be alright?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager.
Wait, what? I thought it was imagination.
Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Alright. But that's the worst thing to do. Dane does have a point, but something feels off. What am I missing? We get to see this. Lumine doesn't, but there's been so many sections where like we as the audience could see stuff, but technically Lumine doesn't. No, I've been actually having a hard time keeping track of what like our main character should know. Like there's a whole exchange between the Doctor El Dottore and Nahida that technically Lumine is not supposed to know. Oh my goodness.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Why the hell did he tell us to go away, man? Well, what kind of idiot plot is this? We should have just stayed, and then we could have been here to see our sibling. Then that would make the story very interesting. But now what the hell, man? This is very unsatisfying.
You risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
You what now?
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
That's a really cool sword you have there, Ether.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
This is an instance thing.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there.
They seem strangely calm.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Wait, I hear something glow.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that?
You heard it too,
What's that sound
Paimon?
just
It was
now?
someone's voice.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Okay. Do 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 do. Do do do. Can we talk to those guys? Phew! Take their shit. Fuck you!
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The Hilichurls are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Uh-huh. It's the voice again. Are you, break your stuff. Break your stuff. Now you got nothing to lean on. Silly Hilichurl, Hilichurls.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the Hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Dane is preventing us from meeting our brother. What? I just want to steal their stuff. I don't want to cook their stuff. Eh. Hey, bruh.
Grandpa Amadea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh?
Oh, the fake memories are gone. You don't remember? Things just got even more complicated.
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
Sure, sounds good.
How is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea.
Thanks for nothing, Grandpa Amadea.
Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager.
Yes, I was there,
There's no way
Paimon.
he could have forgotten all about him just like that.
I already gathered that,
What
Paimon.
do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say. We should check in with the others
You're
first.
right. We should narrow down the possibilities first.
Yes, that's what I just said,
Let's go ask
Paimon.
someone else then.
Paimon, why you gotta do this to me? Why you gotta be like, hey, bruh, I'm gonna repeat everything you say back to you. Bahram.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Your friend.
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
I think I was talking about myself. Hey?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
You know where he went?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Wait, was it us? Or is he talking about our brother?
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
What? No way. I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about disturbances with the ley line, I'd say it's far more likely that this is related to memories in some way. I need to think carefully. What's going on? People have forgotten about the missing person interpreter.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories.
But the thing is, people do remember him, but they just don't remember his name or how he looked like. We've returned to a point before the disappearance take places?
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
We are presently traversing someone's memories.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Wait, how do we get to someone's memories? By going into a door? A gate into someone's memory? Can we submit
Time
conclusion?
travel is extremely difficult to perform. The current situation probably has something to do with the disturbances in the ley lines.
I think it's this that we're supposed to submit conclusions, so I'm gonna do this just to see what she says.
No, Baram still remembers him. He just forgot about the fact that this person went missing.
This one.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we really are in someone's memories, then this is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
We had to use our senses. Our special senses. Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memory could perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. Seems some false memories will not change.
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village. But I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location.
Time does not pass within false memories.
If time is allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
False memories are easily forgotten.
There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time.
This one.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
If we consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer. It is Atosa's. Because... Oh, we had to interpret all of them first before submitting them. Because she was saying that she always seemed to remember talking to this person and the sun never goes away. They can talk for hours, right?
We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager. But it turns out, we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission. Dainslev had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once? The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it,
We were there!
every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now.
We were there! You had to
Time
show
always
us.
passed by really slowly. even when it felt like...
Yes, we get it.
Yep, that has to be it. This is definitely Atosa's memory.
To the tree.
Yeah, that's where they'll be.
Get him. Go, 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 go. World Order what? World Order narration. Go to the place Atosa once indicated. As Dane's sleeve guessed, the false memories are a trap laid by the Abyss Order. The ley lines are disturbed again. Something is probably underway once more. You wanna run away, never say goodbye. You wanna run away and never say goodbye. You wanna run away, say goodbye. You wanna run away and never say goodbye.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
He's got special eyes, like the Conrayans.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Yes. This is Paimon. We finally found him. But why does he look kind of familiar?
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
We what? You're the person who turned into the Healy Churl. Factoring in the memories, the Abyss Order, the Loom of Fate, and everything else, I need to think of the one person that can connect all of this together. Cowderbear, right? That's the Healy Churl with the same like cloth tied. He has his like his mother's or something, but he got turned into a Healy Churl, and the father, this is the father, right? Try to like find a way to reverse it. And there was a point where they teased us of him like, or the Healy Churl taking off his mask, and then we don't really get to see anything though.
The founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate. Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria. The one who stole the power of the Abyss.
I'm not gonna bother like getting it wrong.
You're Caribear Alberic.
Oh, you know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Mindscape, mind-altering mindscape. Mind-bending. What's happening? The proof of existence. It is proven. Carry Bear. What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all, as you well know.
You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Carry Bear as I can. What exactly happened to you?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion.
Whoa. No phasing in and out of existence.
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
Carry Bear is dead? That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines? Hugo weaving?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was the source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Carry Bear through the half-finished Loom of Fate? That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all the residents of Vimara Village. But why did you implant memories of yourself into the people of Vimara Village?
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
So that's why I would have never guessed. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing in people's memories really count as living?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. ... Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
In the end, This all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Conrea back then. You know, everyone's looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all.
As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? The Loom of Fate is already complete? That means the eye of the first field tiller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Could something have happened to Dane?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
What?
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the prince. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
But Dane never handed me the eye.
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Wait, does that mean you gave Dane a false memory? You made him think that? When?
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
When Dane froze up back then, it was because a false memory was implanted in his mind? No wonder.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had the eye this whole time? Until the Abyss Order took it away? I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what are you planning to do with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you. But I truly have no idea what the Prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal? He's gonna stop
You
existing.
remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, It was the story of us.
So the thing that caused the Helichurls to calm down back then, back there, was Carrie Bear's story. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do with it was to offer the Helichurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Perhaps. I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Rest in peace, Carrie Bear. Weird cutscene. Oh no, he evaporated.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Oh! We have reunited again.
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
How are you able to traverse people's memories?
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean.
You fought against Dane?
I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What exactly are you planning? What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the Heavenly Principles awaken.
The Heavenly Principles are still asleep?
Yes. For 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne, yes?
And the Heavenly Principles didn't do anything.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a Hilichurl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. ...
Yay, we're best friends.
Lumine?
It's Wingham now.
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now.
No, you gotta ask the questions. Convenient. For the sake of the plot. So that they don't have to reveal anything at the moment.
There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand.
Why'd you leave me?
Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
Can you imagine at the end of this entire thing, you can have both travelers on your team? One Geo Traveler and one Electro Traveler.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom.
That's a flower on her hair, right?
To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
The memory is deteriorating.
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Caribert gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
I'll be able to remember it. I'll remember it for you, Lumine.
Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
No, this is the worst.
It's now?
Okay, I'll see you later.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here.
Wait, Paimon was in our dream the entire time? Why was Paimon not there saying like weird things to Aether?
Oh, and Dane came by just now? It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
He never changes, does he? I'm having trouble thinking straight right now.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Caribert. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
I'll tell you. You met with the other sibling. It was an amazing reunion that we've all been waiting for a million years. It finally happened, but you guys don't remember it. Very tragic. Caribert and I talked for a while. He told me about the Loom of Fate.
Wait, really? What a score!
I guess our commission is complete then. The missing villagers, the person who only existed in the people's memories, was Caribert all along. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
Well, what happened after that?
After that, I can't seem to remember. Maybe I'm just tired. I feel like something else happened, but why can't I remember? I'm not sure why, but it almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
I'm trying to remember, Bram. Stop bothering me. You're getting in the way of my brainwaves.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently.
How convenient.
And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
Isn't it strange that you didn't know his name or where he lived? Ah, so that's how Caribar said his goodbye, Caribar? That was his last memory he gave them.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Caribar. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
That is a unique name. Maybe make sure you remember it this time.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Write it down somewhere.
Seems like everyone thinks Caribar left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Caribar is gone. The Luma fate is now complete, and no one else will try to change the villagers' memories.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Is it going to be a very, really tragic scene when we go there? Because we clearly know that she, like, totally fell in love with him. And to know that he's just gone like this out of her life, I mean, like, is there any reason to live anymore? I mean, like, what would you do? Oh, she's just standing there, menacingly. Hey, Atosa, how are you doing? We're here to hang out with you. Oh, I want to play video games.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Caribar now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Maybe he wanted you to forget him. I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right?
Right? Oh, Paimon, give her a hug. It means more coming from you, because you're tiny and adorable.
I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
It's because he's a memory demon, you see? And he injected himself in everyone's memories because he wanted to exist. But then the thing that kept him alive is no longer available to keep him alive, and he had to go. It's very tragic. I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Caribar said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day.
Yeah, don't count on it, lady.
Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now.
Except for ours.
Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Caribar?
And then my brother appeared and we had a cool little chat. We just hung out. Right, what was it that happened? I can't remember. Huh. I feel like there's something in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
You must get along with each other, the two of you. What? How does that happen? The things are in the tree. The thing that they built. Bedtime story complete. Hooray! Interesting. I got a thing. Group photo from an unknown time. Read. You must get along with each other, the two of you. That's cool. But yeah, this story wasn't too bad. Why can't the other stories be of this quality and have something like tangential at least to the whole Lumine and Aether and Abyss Order and the happenings every once in a while, instead of just being out there that doesn't really have anything to do with anything. I think the Archon quests are still worth playing this game. It's just that I'm like right on the fence there, right on whether I should just stop playing this game so much. The thing is, the primo gems that come in by doing the dailies and stuff, and the playing the content, like exploring the maps, doing the achievements, doing the challenges, doing the Spiral Abyss, doing the quests and story quests and character quests, world quests, doing the hangout events, doing the events and stuff. All of that kind of just like makes it so that you had to log in the game constantly, and I kind of wish like I can just put this game down. And whenever the Archon quests come out, just like pull it back up when that happens. But at the same time, I want to like continue to pull for new characters and stuff. But the task of like having to do all that stuff in order to get the resources to pull for a character has been really, really frustrating. Maybe I should just give up on pulling characters at this point. I have so many characters, I don't know if I really even need new characters unless I really like them. I don't know. Maybe like... Well, the problem is they keep power creeping characters. So if you don't get the new characters, you're gonna like fall behind the content. The content will just be extra hard because they need to power creep the enemies so that the power crept characters don't feel too overpowered. So if you don't have the new power crept characters to fight the power crept enemies, then you're just gonna have a rough time, which is kind of annoying. But whatever. Well, I guess that's all I have for you today. The story was kind of sweet. We finally met our brother again. But we forgot, which is kind of dumb. I kind of wish we didn't forget so that we have something to cherish. Now it all is meaningless and it's very tragic, and we have nothing to go forward. It seems like it kind of like severed the plot from like going in a direction that's meaningful. And we just kind of like went back to square one and we're gonna build again. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. I gotta go now. Goodbye.